As we returned to the building, I set out to find how Highlanders felt about the return to school and which method of learning they preferred best. Spoiler alert, it's in person.
In person.
Oh, absolutely in person.
In person.
I prefer in-person learning.
I definitely like in person the best.
In person.
I definitely preferred in person.
It's a lot easier to communicate with students and get to know them better. Virtual is hard because a lot of students wouldn't turn their cameras on and wouldn't actively participate, so I would definitely say in person.
It's much better to help students live, one-on-one, right there at the desk, be able to get that interaction right back.
It's so great to see everybody's faces and to actually be able to talk and interact and just laugh with everybody.
I'm able to interact with all my students. I see them interacting with each other. I see them happy, and I know who needs help. I know where they're at, and I think that the learning is much richer.
I learn a lot better when I'm actually doing things. Virtual was really difficult for me just because I basically would sleep through most of it. And concurrent was just kind of difficult because it was some days you're in, some days you're not. And I always learned much better when I was on in-person days.
It's more engaging. It feels like all your classmates are there and your teachers there too. And it's just easier to learn.
And as much as it was nice to be able to go do things your own pace with online learning, there's a certain structure to being in person that makes it a lot easier to manage separating fun time with school.
However, there were some mixed feelings.
That's difficult. I feel like I like online and in person as well. Just because in person, obviously, we get to interact more, but online, just because it's slightly easier. So yeah, I would say in between.
Yeah, I'd be in between as well because online I feel like it's a little more flexible with
Exactly.
the time schedules and stuff, and then in person because there's still the social interaction we so desperately.
Yes.
I kind of enjoyed being virtual because I was able to reach more students, at different times throughout the day that worked for their schedule, work with my schedule. But I also enjoy being back in the building and working with the students and actually seeing them in person and working one-on-one.
Overall, the resounding opinion was in person, and every Highlander that we spoke to was excited to be back in the building.
I love seeing everybody, and even when I'm getting crushed in the hallways because of all the people, I'm okay with that because it's just cool to have everybody back.
This has been Karina reporting for WMHS News.